Oh, I am back. Sorry about that. Got cut off again. Somehow, my battery keeps dying on this symbol. It's done it twice now. Well, we'll get through it somehow. Here we go. Alright? So the hell people want you to live in hell. Okay? Which is here. It's down here. So hell is not a place of fire. It's a place of mental anguish. That's what it is. Alright? So you need to raise yourself out of hell and get into heaven by focusing on the 90% of your spiritual self and 90% of the intellectual self. Because your brain is the right side of the right hemisphere of your brain. When you start using that, there's 90% in there. The left hemisphere is only 10. The training that we get through our institutions and our occultists is just that. The 10%, the left side, that's all they focus on. It's the left side. And as long as you focus on the left side, you're never going to be creative. You see, you're going to focus on flight or fight business all the time. All right. So yeah, that is the point. It's about elevation and getting away from being dumbed down and being exploited by people who they're not as smart as you think they are. They're pretty dumb. Once you start dealing with them in a certain way, they have no answers, and it's funny seeing them jumping around like little kids. A bunch of idiots. But they should not be stealing and they should not be doing what they're doing. That's the whole point. So we're going to put an end to the bullshit. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, carry on. Broadcasting. You need to understand that there's something called a black box that they used to broadcast stuff with. It's programming, right? However, when they're programming you, they are by law required to show who they are. So they show the symbols, all right? And all the symbols are here, and we'll give them to you, all right? So don't be part of the broadcast. Don't be part of the cast. Because if you believe in the mass indoctrination, they'll get you acting and going about doing stupid things because everybody on television is doing it, or because everybody on the magazine is doing it, you see. So you need to start using your own discretion and leave these people alone. That's the only way to deal with them. You cannot contract with the devil like that unless he's working for you under your terms, you see. But don't be deceived by this character anymore. He's done for. Right, now we go back to this, the cardinal points. Now, for every full circle you got 4 cardinal points. And I'll do another circle for it. Okay, and then you get as above, so below, as within, so without, and then we're going to cut it into like that. Okay, so you have 4 cardinal points. This is north, as above, so below, as within, so without. It's the same thing. The south is just, it's north mirrored, and east is west mirrored. That's all it is. Now in this in here, this quarter here, you could represent that as a circle with 3 divisions, right? And that's the plane that we live on. We live on a 3rd dimensional plane, which simply means everything is a power of 3. All right. So if you use the power of 3 in everything you do, everything flows. You see, there's a beginning to everything, there's a middle, and there's an end. So you have a cardinal point, you have the fixed point, cardinal point here, fixed point, and then mutable. right? The cardinal is the one that begins the new season, if you will. The fixed is the middle of the season when you're actually experiencing it. The mutable is when it's changing into a new season. Alright? So once you understand the signs of when something is at the beginning, or in the middle, or at the end, then you can deal with it easier. Okay? But it's always good to deal with stuff in the beginning at the cardinal point, when it raises its head. It's just phases in life. So everything is a phase, you see. So this circle could represent a day, for instance, is the beginning of it. Yep. And then there's the daytime, and there's evening time. The end of the day. So everything has a beginning, everything has an end. Some things are longer than others, some phases are longer than other phases, and some phases are in other phases also. So you could have a circle with circles in it. Okay, an example would be like, for instance, school, for instance. So if you say this is the entire primary school season, then you have the different years in there, and those years have the little divisions as well. So it's fractal like that. So it's endless inside and endless outside. Okay. So this is where you get the Trinity, power of 3. It could be this as well. Or look at it, yeah, there. Power of 3. It could be represented also as this 3 circles. Sometimes they do 3 legs. Yeah, things like that. So you get the symbolism. The power of 3, the above so below. Right, anyway, so I think that's enough for now. I think that's pretty clear, boys and girls. Easy. When it comes to symbolism, where we like the power of 3, the 3 will be represented as obviously triangle, triangle. Oh, this way, 3 number 1, okay? That's 3 as well. The 3 stripes, obviously. 3 dots. All these are 3s. That's 3. That's 3. And that's 3. And commonly used as well is that. Okay. So when you go back to the beginning, the reality was that sure, there was the completion, rather than the division. The division was okay because day and night was clear. And by that I mean, some cultures still have it that the day begins here at sunrise. Alright? So the first hour of the day, 1 o'clock, is here. 1, the first hour. 2 o'clock is here, the second hour of the day. However, when the caveman came up, the hellman came and took over, and he switched the clock. And he told you that the day begins not when the sun comes up, because the sun comes, it's the moon and the sun. Alright? So that's, okay? So the hellman convinced people that the day doesn't start when the sun comes up. This is the horizon. So the sun comes up the horizon here. And then that's the first hour. He convinced you that the day begins in the middle of the night. The sun comes up here. So he's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is in the middle of the night. Alright? So that's when the day begins, in the middle of the night. That's the same guy who convinced you that he can go out and collect a stone and polish it, and that stone is worth $1 million or someone's life. Yeah, that's the same character. This guy here. This guy is this guy is a bad man. This guy here. That's the guy who switched the calendar and claimed that the entire world belongs to him, and everyone is cattle, agricultural produce. Okay, so for the people who are awake and know what they need to do with this guy, they need to check him and let him know that you're going to revoke his BS claim on you as his personal property. He's got some nerve. He's got some nerve. But in any case, things are speeding up for these people, and they're trying to change their ways, but they're not doing it quick enough. All right, so they need to speed up. Otherwise, they're going to get hit very hard by their by the powers that be. Put it like that, okay? Because their evil is over, if you will. Like I said, everything that has a beginning has an end. When they began their bullshit at the end of the golden age, if you will, here, and they went into the dark ages, we've been through the dark ages, all of it. They've used all the evil, they've done all the murder, the tortures, and whatever they do, up to here. Now the evil is coming to an end, and the light is beginning again. So you're having a new age coming up, and whether they like it or not, that's the law. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Even evil has an end. All right. So it's time to speed things up for these people. Let them know that you're alive and you're living, and you're not a fiction. And if they want to do business with you, they're going to have to fix up, if you will. I mean, all right. So that's the thing for today. I hope that's pretty clear. So happy New Year. It's going to be New Year in about 3:31 now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3.5 hours. But I'll be asleep then. But I'll start the new year. I'll make my resolutions tomorrow, tomorrow, in the new year, and then see them through. Yeah, but things are looking good, and we how would you put it? We appreciate the spirits that take care of us, right? Like they say, when we walk through the valley of the shadow of whoever this guy is, we have no fear, all right? And that's how we're doing it, okay? Because up here, the two emotions that you have within you inherently are positive love and fear, which is a negative emotion. Those are the only two emotions. Now we're walking through this valley of these criminals, and we have absolutely no fear, because we know what energies are now better, and we know that they cannot kill us. That's the best thing. They cannot kill us because they never created us, so they cannot kill us. It's only our fear that keeps us from moving on these fools, all right? But some of us are moving on them, and we're kicking their ass all over the place, all right? So yeah, it's Tooblack. Still Tooblack in it. We're going to carry on with the symbolism. I'm going to get a better presentation, because I've been out and I've come back and I just thought, let me do something quick. But I'm going to prepare a proper metaphysical presentation, and then we're going to go deep into metaphysics and dispel all rumors, okay, that these people have been implanting on the minds of the masses with their bogus bullshit. I mean, once you know how to read it, it becomes so predictable and so easy to read. It's like, come on, guys, you put a bit more effort into it, all right? But I suppose they're running on fumes now, so they can't make it as glossy as it used to be. Now we can pick them off pretty easily, all right? So it is what it is. Tooblack, still Tooblack in it. Yeah. we're going to keep doing what we do.